How do you know that you're in alignment? Hello, and welcome to today's insight. All right, so today I'm going to talk about alignment and how it's related to recovering from an accident. Now, technically, there isn't a direct link between recovery and alignment, but actually, there kind of is, but it's kind of seen differently than what you would normally see alignment as, because alignment is when things in your life are going in the right direction, which is exactly what it would feel like when you are healed, right? So in the healing process after a traumatic event, when you start seeing things lining up, things are making sense, things are aligning in your life, and you're like, okay, so I know what steps to follow. That is a sign that you're on the right road. You're on the right track. Okay, if you are doing something and you're constantly hitting your head against the wall and feeling like you can't go forward, can't move forward, that is a sign from the divine telling you, hey, stop it. It's not where you're supposed to go. Now, there is something to be said for those who want something other than what the divine has set in place for them. And what will happen in that case is that they will completely refute what the divine is telling them until they become so proficient at what they want to do that then the divine is like, okay, whatever. Do whatever you want. But it's because they got themselves to that point that they are a master at it. So, all in all, technically what should be done in any situation, maybe even if you do have natural talent, you still need to work on it so much that you don't have to rely on your natural talent. But for those of you who aren't naturally gifted in something and you want to pursue it, what you should do is that you should make it into a habit, into second nature, and make sure that you are up to par with what needs to get done and when, right? So I talked about being in alignment first, and now after this I'm going to talk about an excess of energy. And in my Instagram short, or in my Instagram video, I did mention how these two are one and the same. So when you are in alignment, you're following what God has indicated that you do, that you follow what has been laid out in front of you, which is okay. You'll have less traction there, but it sometimes might not be as exciting, right? Now, the second group, the ones who get out of alignment and who are meeting are butting heads with some difficult realities because it's going to take time for them to carve a new road for themselves towards their objective, doesn't mean that they can't do it. It just means that it might take a little longer and that it is not the plan that the divine had set for them. So it is neither good nor bad. It is just their choice. And if it is their choice, then they just have to be in an understanding that it's going to take them a bit longer, but once they get there, they're there, okay? And once they make that switch and they become fully engrossed in what it is that they want to achieve, they are going to get there. It just might take them a little longer because it's outside of their it's outside of what they could naturally do, okay? So I actually don't know if you can hear my neighbor's child, but I was just thinking about this today, which is, what is crying or what is screaming? Well, it is an excess of energy that you're trying to get rid of, and you don't know how to get rid of it, so you you scream, you yell, you cry, because all of those are forms of letting go of energy. It's something that you are doing to expel something from in excess of something from inside of you. So when you cry, you're expelling the excess through your tears. When you're screaming, you're letting it go through your voice. And so I feel like the apartment next door is teeny tiny for this child, and that the child needs to exert a lot of energy. And so ultimately, what we learn through our life is how to exert energy, the excess energy that we have. So some do it through exercise, others do it through cooking, some do it through singing, others do it through drawing, and so on and so forth. Right? Right. So it's all a matter of figuring out how you work best and utilizing those details to the best of your abilities. What is the way that you generally exert your excess of energy? Ponder that.